Well, hello, everybody. It's Brother Todd with your Victory Minute, and I hope you guys and gals out there are all having a great day. You know, I start every one of these videos off by saying that, and today I've got a real special video I wanted to make, and as I was thinking about it, I realized that as these videos go out on all kinds of different platforms, you may or may not have a clue who I am, who our church is, or where our church is, and where our group of people kind of meet up, and what some of the things are that we're doing. And one of the things we're doing, I think, may affect a great many of you out there. It's an opportunity for a great many of you around the DFW area, especially in the southern part to the southeast a little bit of Dallas. Victory Church, that I get to be the senior pastor of, meets our campus is in Scurry, Texas. And it's kind of on Highway 34 between Ennis and Kaufman, okay, in the southwest part of Kaufman County. And you say, Brother Todd, why does that affect me? Well, if you are within driving distance of our church, we've got, of course, a couple of opportunities. But one big thing I want to talk to you about today, one is just the opportunity to come to church here. But two, we have a preparatory academy. We started a school a few years ago, and just wanting to give a generation of kids a better way, a head start, a hand up, so to speak. I was a public school trustee for over 14 years in my life, and it just came clear down through the years that this is something we needed to do because kids need a special place, they need a spiritual place, they need a safe place, frankly, they need a superior place. And so we started on this journey, and this year we are going to have a huge jump in grades, all the way from starting third grade this year all the way to 12th grade. And the reason I'm making this video and I want to talk to you about is if you are a student in junior high or high school, or your kids are going to be going into junior high, or they're in high school, that kind of thing. And again, I know a lot of you, your grandpas, grandmamas, uncles, and aunts is taking care of kids. If that fits your life, we're expanding our program to go all the way through 12th grade. And we are having a special meeting this Sunday. It's the reason for this video. April the 3rd, okay, because I know this may be recorded somewhere, but on April the 3rd at 3 o'clock, okay, here at the campus and 7325 South State Highway 34. You can find us on the website easy enough at victorychurch.ch and get the location. But if you live in any possible way of being able to get here, if you're at the Cedar Creek Lake area, you're over in Ennis, you're Crandall, you're Forney, you're Terrell, Kaufman, okay, Kemp, all of those areas, even as far as Canton, those kinds of places. If it's something that you could make happen in your life where your child could be part of the program, then I'm just going to encourage you to come to the meeting, okay, on April the 3rd. We're going to be talking, this meeting now is in particular, you can call any time about our elementary program. We do some great things there, and these kids are just doing fantastic. We're expanding all the way through. We've got great teachers. All of our teachers are, they're all certified. They're all experienced. These are all Jesus people that have tons of experience, but want to be able to invest a little deeper and to not have the constraints of our court systems, and frankly, just this very weird culture that we're living in right now. But for those of you that are dealing with junior high and high school situation, this meeting on the 3rd is going to be for you, okay? You're going to take a look at what a day in the life of a day at Victory Prep will be, because it's going to be unique. See, we've made a partnership with Liberty University in Virginia. Liberty is the largest Christian university in the world, and they have a high school program that we're working together with them in a hybrid form of online, and at the same time with instructors in the classroom. All of your credits, the transferings, all of those kinds of things, they take place through Liberty. But anyway, if you'll come to that meeting, or the meeting coming up on the 3rd, we'll be answering questions about transfers and credits, to talk about that, what the classes are like. For everybody that goes through our whole high school program, when you graduate, you'll have an associate's degree, or you'll have 60 hours of college minimum already through Liberty. Okay. And if you want to, frankly, if you want to go on and get your bachelor's there, then I think they even have like a 15% discount on tuition. My son has his MBA, his Master's in Business Administration, through Liberty University. And when I always say that, I'm always proud of him. He did really good in the program, did really well in the program. My kids are the educated ones. I'm the ones just trying to fight along over here. But anyway, they're going to be looking at what that day is going to be like. Be questions about the admissions process, the tuition, the interview process. We're one of the things we're going to do is we're going to build a superior and a safe program. And so there's an interview process. This program is for young people, and it is for families and parents, grandparents that recognize that they are willing to take a big step. They are willing to make a great investment, put in the hard work that it takes to be part of a generation that is transformative, that transcends the normal culture. And so we're gonna partner with you to do everything we can to give you an excellent spiritual base, an excellent academic foundation. You'll be able to go and contend in any university that you go forward in. We're not interested in building a monastery here. We want people that can get out and engage the world. Okay. In fact, as I say, build something here, I realize where I'm standing. It looks like just a big weed pile back there behind me. And I know it looks like I'm just standing out here in the country, but really I'm kind of in the very middle of where our whole campus is going to be built. Right now, I'm going to point that way. They're working right now, expanding in our current facilities, everything we're going to need to do to just get started. But if you go that way, there'll be different buildings built. In fact, I'm pretty much standing at the back corner of where our competition gym's going to be built. We're going to try to be getting started on that pretty quick. I would say we're going to start on it here in the next month or two, but we may be a little bit late for that. But by the next school year, we'll have that whole competition gym built. We'll be applying for entrance into TAPS and those kinds of things. Those of you, I know if I was a kid, I'd be really interested in where we're going athletically. And so we're going to do the whole full program. But right now, it's just all being built. But if you got questions about that, we want this to be a school where you can get in the best university academically, where you can get in the best universities athletically, where you are going to be strong in the absolutes of Scripture. You are going to deal with academic rigor that is going to set you ahead, that's going to set your kids ahead of what they're dealing with in the world. You have to realize, guys, and I'm not against anything here, but I just like to call a spade a spade. Texas has we are ranked 34th in America in our educational system. Okay, we come in 34th. We're 34th now according to U.S. News and World Report, but it fluctuates. We're always in the bottom third, bottom quarter. Our SAT scores, frankly, in the state are average at best. In this part of the world, most SAT scores are 100 points, even below a state average. That's 34th in America, in a system that's typically ranks somewhere between 25th and 35th in math and science throughout the whole world. There's just got to be a better way, and there is a better way. You're gonna have good academic rigor. You're going to be, again, founded in the absolutes of Scripture. I'm going to tell you what, God's not afraid of anybody's reasoning. I want you to be able, and your kids, to go out into the world and know what they believe, not just believe a bunch of fairy tales, but be strong in what they believe, and their thought process is not just in agreeing with a professor that they're already ahead. We want to excel in athletics, and we want to excel in the arts. Those are the four big A's that we are building around. And why are we doing it? Because your kids are special, and you kids are special. It's your life. I know we're just one little country church out in the middle of this whole big old wide world, and it may seem like, you know what, we can't turn the tide of this culture, but I'll tell you what, God searches for a person. He looks for a man. He looks for a woman that he's going to take and and build and do something with. And besides that, you're special and you matter, and your life ought to be lived, and your kids' life ought to be lived to the absolute fullest. Yes, it'll take an investment. Yes, it'll be a difficulty, but I guarantee you we got good Christian people. If you're committed, we're committed. And frankly, I'll even say right now, if you're hearing this, you might not even go to our church, but you are of financial means to be able to really in an impactful way. Now, don't get me wrong, because God uses the widow's mites. All right, He'll use what little we can give. But some of you can pay for a teacher yearly salary, and frankly, from the ashtray, from the change in your ashtray, as we used to say, but God's put you in a good position like that, and you want to do something that matters, and nothing matters better than the life of this generation that's coming up. The only thing that's going to heaven, boys and girls, is the souls of men and women, boys and girls. And if we're going to transform our country into being greater than it's ever been, then guys, we need to invest in those young people. And if you are you could donate and that kind of thing, and I'm not one to go around begging for money, but I'll tell you this right now, if you want to be a part of it, we'll put your money to good work. You contact the church. You can text 469-838-5321. Tell them, hey, I'm interested in being part of the Victory Calvary. We're the Chargers, all right, the White War Chargers. And we're building this group called the Calvary that's going to come along, support these parents. this is blue collar America. I mean, there's some great private Christian private schools in the DFW area, but they're all north in North Dallas, and they're in where the money's at, and they're in the rich suburbs. We can do something different, but it does take people investing, and it's worth investing in. But like I was saying, guys, you're special. We can provide you a superior education. There's just no way around it, guys. All the data shows private schools, private preparatory academies, the kids do better. They do better academically. They do better in college. It is just a reality. As a private school, there's lots of things we don't have to put up with. You don't want an education, you don't have to get one here. You want to be a troublemaker, you don't have to be here, right? Kid can't get along, they're just not going to be here, okay? That's just a reality. We don't have to put up with one at the detriment of 22 or 25 others like a public school has to do. There's a lot of things they do because of law that, frankly, they can't even provide a safe environment in a lot of places where you got transvestites walking around in the bathrooms with the girls. I mean, let's just call it what it is here, okay? We're obviously not going to have that problem here, all right? We're going to provide you a safe, bully-free. There's always people dealing with people, but we're not putting up with people that are just perpetual problems. You don't want to do your work, you don't have to do it, but you won't be not doing it here. I mean, it's just that way. And so we're able to by the reality that God's give us in this little niche, we'll be able to come together and build that strong foundation that we all need to get out in life. There was nothing like this available when I was young, anywhere around here. And I've committed the latter years of my life in ministry to being not only part of building our church and to seeing a doubling of blessing in spirit and in culture and around the world, but also in investing into young people, into that next generation. I'm going to do all that I can till God takes breath from me to give everybody a better chance. And that's what I want you to have. So if this kind of fits where you're at, hey, come join us on the 3rd, all right? And again, I didn't really start this off. There ain't nothing on my notes about those of you that maybe can come along and partner with us financially. But wherever this is getting to you from, you may be over there on the other side of Dallas, and you go, maybe you came up in the country, or maybe you recognize the need of rural America. But wherever it is, or however it is, or maybe me and you've known each other all our lives. And you know what? And God's blessed you, and maybe you've got a little ahead, and you want to put it into something that matters. Guys, if we can put it into young people's eternity, it is worth it all. We've got teachers coming here for a third of what they make. I'm sorry, I hit my little deal here. I got to preaching at you. A half and a third of what they can make financially. We don't have a worker at this church. We don't have a pastor on this staff. We don't have a teacher in this school. We don't have an administrator that's not taking a huge, and I mean a huge, I'm talking 50, 60, 70% of what they were making financially to sacrifice to put something eternal into the life of these kids. And so, hey, again, you check us out on the website. Victory Prep's got a website as well. But you know what? Ain't nothing better than me and you sitting down talking. I'll drive wherever you want to, and we'll come and talk about maybe an investment that goes far beyond what a CD will bring. All right. Hey, I hope you have a great day. Remember, Easter's coming up. Make your plans to be here. Be here at church Sunday, online, or at the campus. And then at 3 o'clock, the Victory Prep junior high and high school kind of orientation class, kind of give you an idea of what's going on. Hey, have a great day. God bless you and bye-bye.